Man, there's a lot going on in here. He seems deep in thought. Upon noticing you, he does a startled jump, then quickly regains his composure. Yes, Upwelder? Oh, for fuck's sake, you went away that quick? If you come seeking spiritual guidance, I'm afraid I'm not up to it at the moment. Have some other time. It seems there's something troubling with you. Something I can help you with? This is rather embarrassing to admit, but I've never actually believed in spirits, the afterlife, any of it. I know what you're thinking. What good is a shaman that doesn't believe? It's just that, well, it was either this, or I take up a spear and hunt geckos with a warrior. Do I look like a warrior, do you? Hey, don't answer that. If you don't believe, then how do you tend to the spiritual needs of the village? Well, up until just recently, I was merely the underling of the village shaman. That was easy, I just had to follow his lead. And he went for a drunken midnight swim in the great salt water, and... well, I suddenly found myself promoted. I didn't think it would be so bad. I figured I could just spout off some mystical mumbo-jumbo and everyone would be happy, but no. The very day that I acquired the title of shaman, I found myself dealing with something that's way over my head. What happened? There's an actual lost spirit roaming the woods, just south of the village. It's true, I've seen it with my own eyes. A pretty girl with the blank look of the dead. The sight chilled me to the very core. The moment I saw her, I pissed myself and ran as fast as I could. The others expect me to go back and guide her into the mists, but how can I? I'm too petrified to go near her again. What could I do to help? Unless you got an extra pair of balls laying around that I could pin you, I don't know what I can do to help. No, what can I do? You could go to her. Try to figure out why she lingers in the mortal realm. She appears to be in the woods just to the south at night. If you could find out anything that can help me, I'd greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I'll look into it. Thank you. And you, I found a rope on Vic, so let's do this. I'm not sure why he was carrying around the kinky bastard, but it's fine. Him and Lenny get up to some stuff in their downtime. I see you're having some trouble with the well. I did have to reload and redo the slavers, but we're going to ignore that. That was terrible. Matter of fact, I do. I'll see if I can fix that well for you. Do I literally just have to go into repair mode, or do I have to, like, throw the rope down there? Well, at least it has a working rope now. What about... No. What about repair? It has its rope, but it's missing its bucket. No one told me that. Sure, I got the rope in place now, see? What good is a rope if you don't have a bucket attached? Or do you outworlders drink by licking water off a wet rope? He shakes his head and mutters under his breath. What a dick. Just reattach the bucket and I'll see that you'll be getting a reward. You're a dick, but right. Is this the bucket? It sure is. Something tells me that this isn't going to be as easy as it seems. Would have been great if I just ran off with that bucket forever. There we go. So the well is fixed, yes? With the bucket and everything? Yes, it's all done. The corner of his mouth twitches up into a hint of a smile. I suppose you outworlders aren't bad after all. Aren't all bad. Here, take this money. Spirits tell me you'd be needing it more than I. Well, I'm glad I got to help you, even if you are a twat. So we got some kind of spirit to deal with, huh? Heard about the good deeds you've been doing, friend. Go on and peep the big man. He'd be waiting for you. Who's the big man? I guess we'll come to the big man, then I'll check out that little medical tent over there. An ancient-looking tribal. The old man smokes with his... By the way, this is all restored in the Fallout 2 restoration project. It's cut content, I believe. So this all being restored and it being this expansive is really, really cool to me. The old man smokes his pipe and watches you with dull grey eyes that seem to bore into your soul. He motions for you to sit across from him in the smoke-filled tent. Thank you for bringing Karisu back to our village. He takes a long hit off his pipe. The spirits, they have much to say about you. Much indeed. Tell me, is there something you need? I am on the quest for the Holy GECK. Do you know anything about this? The Holy GECK. There is a creature that we sometimes hunt. Sometimes it hunts us. A gecko. I sense that is not what you seek. I'm afraid your Holy GECK is beyond my ken. Is there anything else that needs to be done around here? Thank you, child, but I am content. Perhaps others are not so. Ask around the village. What the fuck? You were so cool, but you don't do anything? I thought you were going to be like a really, really awesome bit of restored content. I was like picking it up, being like, oh, it's so awesome that this something so expansive was added back. But I guess, to be fair, I mean, if it was cut, it was probably a little unfinished. Who might you be? You're looking very sexy today. The sun-bronzed giant looks as if his corded muscles were carved out of granite. Beneath a mane of black hair, that's brown actually, his smoldering blue eyes. Would a tribal have blue eyes? I guess it's not like Native American tribal, is it? It's like modern Fallout tribal. His smoldering blue eyes pierce into you. I'm Crumb, the head warrior of this tribe. What are you and what brings you here? I'm Edge. I'm on a quest to save my village, Arroyo, from certain destruction. Arroyo? Yes, one of the northern tribes. And what of this certain destruction you speak of? The village is well fortified by a large canyon, is it not? Surely you can defend against enemy tribes of raiders. It's not an outside force that threatens us, my friend. My tribe is dying from within. We've suffered a terrible drought, and it seems my village is doomed to wither and die unless I find the holy GECK in time. Ah, yes, a GECK. I've read of them in old texts. It's unfortunate that your tribe has fallen on hard times, but it's foolish to place all your hope on finding some magical artifact to rid, from before the Great Silence. You sure your tribe didn't send you on a fool's errand simply to be rid of you? Fuck you, buddy. Are you trying to insult me? No, of course not. I successfully conquered the Temple of Trials and earned the highly respected title of the Chosen One. That's why I've been given this quest, as I proved myself to be the most qualified. And what have you read of the GECK? Just another of the old one's lazy scientific baubles, meant to replace the tried and true method of man toiling against the unforgiving earth. Forget his own existence through sweat and blood. If you truly believe such a device is your only hope, I suggest you seek out the old one's underground vault. I've traveled far and wide, but I've never found one myself. But then, I wasn't exactly looking. My village elder is certain that finding the GECK is the best chance we got. That's what I've been tasked with, so that's what I intend to do. Thank you for the tip. You're a stubborn one. By the gods, I think I could get to like you. He slaps you on the back with a hand that seems capable of crushing boulders. He sure does. While you're here, perhaps you could assist us with a thing or two. What do you say? Sure, I could help you out a bit before I go. What do you need me to do? I'm to meet with one of those damned civilized traders soon. Pudgy, one-eyed dog of a man who I trust about as much as a starving rad scorpion. He's not wronged us yet, but I've got a feeling about our next meeting. Why's that? When last we spoke, he boasted he'd bring me something truly miraculous. And that I'd be wise to haul the golden gecko hides I could carry. It's so hard to read when it does that. I try and hurry it up and then I stumble over words. Haul all the golden gecko hides I could carry to the meet. I don't know what this miracle item is, but it's likely some civilized trinket that he'll hope I'll be ignorant enough to pay ignorant enough to pay far more than it's worth. That's why I'd like you to make the trade. Why me? Because you're my kin, a fellow tribal as they call us. Yet I can tell you've had recent experience with the civilized world. If he tries to pull something, you'll be more likely to spot it than me. Besides, I've got a good feeling about you, and I've learned to trust my instincts. Alright, let's do this. As you and Crom approach the meeting site, you're greeted by a chubby merchant with an eye patch and a small entourage of bodyguards. Though the merchant is sweating profusely, he appears downright cheerful. After the merchant gives Crom an enthusiastic greeting, he turns and looks you over. Though his grin never falters, his probing eye betrays a hint of suspicion. So Crom... Wait, what? So Crom, here says I'm to do business with you today. Folks call me One-Eyed Roy, but I can't for the life of me figure out why. Ha ha ho! What's your name, friend? That's how he laughs. Every time, every single little laugh has to be the ha ha ho! I love him. I'm Edge of Arroyo. A true pleasure to meet you, Edge. And if you don't mind me saying, you're a bit of an odd sort for a tribal. Because of what I'm wearing? See, I'm trying to set a new tribal fashion trend. I'm tired of the same old Brahmin-eyed pants with a strap across the chest that it look is so 2240. I'm not your average tribal, in fact. I'm the chosen one. His eye goes wide, and then he lets out a low whistle. I can't whistle, so I'm not going to do that. Chosen one, huh? Well, color me impressed. Now let's say we get down to business. Tell me, friend, have you ever heard of a little item called a stim pack? As he dramatically speaks the last word, he produces a stim pack from his coat pocket and holds it up like a wondrous artifact. You fucking idiot. Of course, in fact, I hoard the things. I'm practically a stim pack junkie. His eye momentarily hardens, but he quickly regains his composure and looks at Crom. You see, these little guys contain magical healing powers that will astound and amaze you, of course. Of course, words mean nothing without proof, so allow me to show you the wonders of a stim pack in action. That should be interesting. Actually, I already know how they work. I've used them plenty of times. Ignoring your comment, he grins at Crom, then turns to one of his bodyguards. Warren, come give me a hand. The guard frowns but does as he's told. Roy quickly takes out a knife and slashes it across the top of Warren's arm. Warren winces with pain but does not cry out. As you can see, Warren's got quite the nasty gash here. You're such a dick, Roy. I assure you, friends, the cut and Warren's pain are quite genuine. You can see this no-trick blade. Hands the knife to Crom, who hardly glances at it before nodding and handing it back. But now, injects the stim pack into Warren's arm. Almost instantly, the bleeding stops, and Roy uses a dirty rag to mop away most of the blood, revealing a gash that's nearly healed. Now just imagine the advantage of having stim packs would give you over your rival tribes. And unlike that healing powder you fellas like to brew up, the stim pack does not cause drowsiness. I'm practically giving them away for nothing. How much? I'll give you an entire crate full of them. That's 50 stim packs. And all I ask in return is a measly 20 gecko pelts. You can't beat a deal like that. I think that actually is a good deal, isn't it? Well, that's a good deal, alright. Too good. What's the catch? No catch, my friend. I simply already have all the stim packs I need. So I'm offloading my excess supply. Golden pelts, on the other hand, I can never have enough of those. Sure, 50 stim packs are worth far more than 20 golden gecko pelts, but I'm being realistic. I can't expect your tribe, skilled hunters though I'm sure you are, to have 100 golden gecko hides laying around. So I'm making a much more reasonable offer. That's why it's such a good deal. Well, before we agree to anything, I'd like to have a look at the goods. His eye narrows slightly, then he grins. Of course, they're in this crate next to me. They're fake. They're so fake, aren't they? This crate right here. To give him the crate a brief look over, you determine that there are about 50 stim packs in it, just like he said. Examine them further. You detect nothing unusual about them. Yeah, but my perception sucks. My perception really sucks, so I don't trust it. I really don't trust it. In fact, I need to think about this a little more. I've got an idea. I'm gonna take shitloads of mentats. What's the are they the ones that boost perception? Because I think perception is gonna be what we need here. I'm a little nervous saving in Fallout Restoration project specific things in case it might crash the game, but it seems like the mod is basically perfect, which is wonderful. Mentats, right? Please work. I don't want to be an addict. Ugh. Well, I've taken 2 mentats. My perception is now 8, I believe. So let's give them another once over. Examine them further. Upon closer inspection, these stim packs look a little odd to you. You take one and squirt a little of its fluid onto your palm. On sniffing the crimson liquid, you realize that it's actually Brahmin blood. Aha! Man, I wonder how much more I could have done if I had high perception throughout this game. Oh, that's bad. Alright, if you're done messing around, let's get the show on the road. I'm a busy man. You're a busy guy, huh? You're also a liar and a cheat. Actually, those stim packs are fake. They're nothing but hypodermics filled with Brahmin blood. You were trying to rip this tribal off. What? That's impossible. You saw them at the demonstration. They worked fine. I'm not going to stand here and let you try and ruin my good name. Sure, the stim pack you used during the demonstration was real, but I'd like to see you try it again using one of those stim packs in that crate. Alright, fine. If you say they're fake, then maybe they are. How should I know? I didn't make the fucking things, I bought them. So I'm the one who got ripped off here, not you. Now, there's no deal. I'm not going to waste my time here any longer. Bye. I don't want you ripping off more tribes. But I don't want to kill you. We'll let you go. We'll be benevolent. You much say, Crumb? It just took us back immediately. If I ever see that cheating dog again, I'll take great pleasure in cleaving in his ugly skull. However, you did well spotting his deceit. I see I made a wise choice in trusting you. You're welcome to stay among us and treat our tribe as your own. However, I may call upon your aid again in the future. Thank you for your help. My pleasure. Will you call upon my aid again? Welcome back, friend. Do you need something? I was wondering if I could ask you a couple of questions. You look like you've been through a lot. What's your story? Yeah, yes, I suppose I have been through a lot. I came from a tribe far to the north when I was 15. We were attacked by savages, and I awoke that day as a boy. But I had slayed my way to manhood. Every man, woman, and child was dead except for me. But what's life without battle and strife? It either breaks a man or forges him into steel, and I wear my scars with pride. You're awesome, Crumb. So what did you do then? I piled the bodies and watched them burn into the night. Then I gathered what I could and went wandering. Spent some time with various tribes, fought many battles, spent a little time amongst civilized men. But I tire of them quickly. Too many honorless dogs hiding behind their guns. I'd rather enjoy a good battle of flesh and steel. I'm not a complicated man. Give me battles and feasts, wine and women. What else matters in this grim world? So how'd you end up here? I came here a couple of years ago. This tribe took me in and treated me well. Offered to make me their head warrior, which I obviously accepted. I've enjoyed it here, next to the great salt water. But I feel wanderlust growing within me. Someday soon, I believe I'll move on and see what the gods have in store for me next. Alright, well, you're awesome. Tell me about this village. Let's see. Most members of the village actually hail from 3 smaller tribes that decided to unite many years ago in order to keep them from dying off. Creates an interesting mix of customs and dialects. More importantly, it creates a good mix of women. Beyond that, there's not much more to say. It's a simple village where we struggle to forge a simple existence. Well, thank you, buddy. Let's barter and... yeah, you won't barter with me, fine. I'll see you later. I'm definitely not going to rob you because I think you're cool. What we do need to do, though, is head out and find little Miss Ghost Lady. And how big is this village, by the way? It looks like it's multiple panels big. I guess this is the Great Saltwater. Hello, fisherwoman. Excuse me, but could you do me a small favor? I'm a little busy here, and I don't know if I can leave this pot unattended. Sure, what do you need? I'm running low on wood for this fire. If you collect some more for me, I'd really appreciate it. I'd do it myself, but I'm afraid this pot will boil over if I leave it unattended. I'm sure some logs can be found in the nearby forest. 3 bundles would be perfect. It'll be my pleasure. You'll help me? Great. Let me know when you've collected them. As in, do I just interact with some trees, or do I need to go in actual forest land? Hello, other fishermen. Can I hang out with anyone here? Strong tribal warrior. What's going on here? Have you got your own, like, Temple of Trials? Halt! What do you want? What are you doing here? Me guard cave for tribe. Me make sure no bad men sneak up on us. I see. Can I look around the cave? No. Me not allowed to let strangers into the cave. Head warrior told so. Well, I'm gonna go and ask the head warrior if I can hang out in your cave. But while we're doing that, I'm also gonna head into the forests because I believe that's where little Miss Ghosty is hanging out, right? I believe so. Is this open? Can never really tell with these things. There you go. I was wondering. Oh, I thought I'd be allowed to ask if I could go to the cave. Do I have to sneak by? Potentially. That's a little annoying. There's just a shovel on the ground there. Oh, God. Right, well, I'm gonna break my way through a few rad scorpions, and I'm gonna look for that spirit girl. Oh, and there's my car. Interesting. Well, I waited till night because I assumed something would happen with the ghost girl. So, I want to look at the rug. I want to look at the dead lady, obviously, and also talk to you. How could you do this to me, huh? He said that he loved me, that we could start over together. How can he do this? What? Who did this to you? Can you hear me? It's all a lie. He doesn't love me at all. Oh, he's got a knife. It hurts. Look in his eyes. So cold. So... If you can hear me, tell me he's hurting you. Who did this? He's walking away now. He's leaving me here to die alone. How could this happen? Give me a name. Give me something more to work with, please. It wasn't supposed to be like this. You said you wanted to start a family with me. Oh, it's so cold. I think I'm dying. This isn't real. You would never do this to me, Thorg. I love you. Nessa will always love you. Thank you, Nessa. That's all I needed to hear. I can barter with the dead ghost. No, that's what I needed to hear. Just, okay, that's a good trait, no. See, it's so lonely in the dark. So very lonely. What can I do, Nessa? How do I save you? Something going on over here. I guess. What's that? Looks like a knife on the ground. Can I interact with it? Oh, little late. But now we know who's causing the haunting. Maybe we'll have something to say. I can also go drop off that wood for the lady. Hello. I spoke to... listened to the spirit. Seems she was betrayed and murdered by a lover. Someone named Thorg. Thorg. He was the shaman that I served as a Perciv under. Wow, I knew he was a bit of an arsehole, but I didn't take him for the slayer of pretty young girls. I suppose a guilty conscience helps to explain that drunken midnight swim that led to his death. So Thorg is a murderer. How about that? So what now? I suppose I have to send her into the mists. I think I'll be able to do it, but I need you to come with me. There's no way I'd be able to face her alone. None of the others in the village will go. They believe it's an ill omen for a non-shaman to encounter a lost spirit. Don't worry. I'll help you get through this. What's going on? Oh shit, oh shit. No, I can do this. Okay, Nessa. It's so cold and alone. Nessa, you must hear my voice. I'm calling you from the mortal world. I hear someone. Who's there? I am the shaman of the village. You must enter the mists. There you will find peace. Yes! Yes, I see the mists now! I see the spirits beckoning to me! Go to them, Nessa. Go into the mists and join your ancestors. I'm not alone anymore. Aw, we did it! I will be forever in your debt. Hell yeah, you will. Lost 3 charisma? Why? What did I do? Is it the horrible after effects of... Oh, my perception's gone right down. I think I'm drowsy as hell from taking the mentats. I think I'm just hungover. Rest 6 hours, and we'll try and wait for the hangover to leave. Rest another 6 then, I guess? Am I still broken? Still broken. Well, I mean, it's not like we're in a rush for anything, so I guess... Let's rest until next morning. There you go. I mean, my dude could do with a break. We all could. I'm still painfully retarded. What the hell has happened? How long do mentats take to go away? I'm gonna have to Google it. That seems insane. Alright, there we go. Got everything I need back. So, let's talk to the shaman again. You've given me the courage I need to serve this village. I can't thank you enough. No, you really can't, can you? Where's your firewood, lady? I just don't know what we do now. Oh, no, I didn't get you 3 bundles because one of them is on... Oh, I think it's on Sulik! No! And I can't get Sulik's stuff right now because he's hanging around with his family. The selfish bastard. Where have you gone, Sulik? Oh, you're right here? Sulik, we've been here for days now.
Cool, but the place is looking a mite small now. We'd miss the road in the company of so fine a friend as you.
Hell yeah!
By and by again.
That would be great, buddy. Let's go, Sulik. Consult the spirits for me.
So many young maidens to tell our travels to, and so little time.
Sulik, you look like 40 years old. Leave him alone. What? I tell you about our chances.
The herb superb. Let the world float by and by. What, Chippy?
Oh, he's so cute. Alright, I've missed you, Sulik. I haven't spoken to you properly in ages. I sort of started absolutely adoring Cassidy, and you've been left by the wayside a little bit. Thank you for the firewood you've been holding on to for about 6 years. It's finally worthwhile again. Let's go give it to this lady here who's been waiting literally days for my brain to come back. Yeah, I got it right here, go. Excellent. This will keep the fire going. Thank you for taking the time to help me. I don't really have anything to repay you with, though. Nothing to repay me. Look, lady, I could have died in those woods. So with all kinds of deadly creatures, and I risked my neck for this fucking wood. Not to mention, I think one of my logs gave me a splinter. I hate splinters. No, your gratitude is enough. Take care. I love how different those two options are. Welcome, friend. I'll try talking to the strong tribal one more time. What happens if I just walk right by you? My stealth skill sucks, that's the issue. Maybe they just never made it a thing. It's possible. I mean, this is restored, and I guess they just never built it. That's fair enough, I guess. Are we done here? I get the feeling we're done here. What if I now talk to Big Papa Sage over here? Welcome back, child. Something else you needed. Well, no one needs my assistance, unfortunately. What about you, Korg, or whatever your name was? Krog? Korg? I can't remember. What was your fucking name? Oh, you need my assistance again. Good. Two of our hunters, Serin and Jerem, have not returned from the hunting ground, and some of my people are starting to worry. They're two of our best warriors, and I'd hate to think that something happened to them. I'd go search for them myself, but if the villagers saw me take such a personal interest in the matter, I fear they'd assume the worst. I'd rather not get people riled up until I know what's going on. Will you seek them out for me? Alright, but where should I look? Check the hunting grounds to the north. The quickest way you could get there is through the cave to the west, next to the Great Salt Water. Well, there you go. Normally I wouldn't advise taking that route, since it's in danger of collapsing, but it's important that you make haste. Just tread carefully through that cave, and you should be fine. Well, good luck, I guess, to me. This is gonna get me killed, absolutely. I really need to stop Lenny being overloaded, huh? But to be honest, I'm pretty sure all it changes is the speed, and since he's a ghoul, he's obviously slow anyway, so I'm not entirely sure it changes anything. Alright, I have permission, my friend. The head warrior told me I'm allowed to enter the cave to search for the missing hunters. Oh yeah, me no see those guys in a while. Hope they okay. Head warrior say okay to enter? Fine with me. Thank you, idiot. Not like you could have stopped me anyway with your little dinky stabby stick. Alright, well, I could have this entire thing cave in on my face, so I am going to save. And we're going to be as careful as humanly possible. He's dead. Only one of them, though. Interesting. Killed by a gecko. You're like the most skilled warriors, and a gecko takes you out. Shut the fuck up. As your eyes adjust to the darkness of the cave, you see what appears to be the aftermath of a cave-in. Oh, that might be what got him. A defenseless warrior lays on the ground, struggling to dislodge his leg from... Oh, he's not dead, from a large rock, while a golden gecko lunges towards him. The body of another warrior lies motionless beside nearby. Aww. Stand there and watch what happens? No, we gotta save him. What the fuck's wrong with you? I just realized how injured we all are still. I waited ages. Why are we still all damaged? Come on. It took like 4 days for me to get my charisma back, unfortunately. Mentats, I can definitely see why I'm not constantly loaded up on them now. Oh my god, remember when golden geckos used to absolutely destroy us? That was easy as hell! Die, friend! What? No. Die, fiend! You won't be able to... calm down. You're safe now. Gecko is dead. What? Oh, praise the spirits, friend. I feared I'd be done for. What happened here? Jerem and I going out for weekly hunt. Took passage to field where many geckos roam. Hunt went bad. Had to run. Too many geckos with spirits of fury. We entered cave, yelling for help. He pauses for a moment and winces in pain as he tries to rub his leg. Okay. What do you mean tries to rub? I mean, that's not exactly a hard thing to do, is it? Please go on. Passage was already on brink of doom. Water seeping from stream overhead. A deadly pass, but it'd be a great shortcut to fields. Not no more. See, we'd be yelling like fools and the ceiling come crashing down on us. Poor Jerem. I saw a big rock crush him like a bug. The big rocks missed me, but the gecko's bite didn't. Just when I think I'd be safe, a gecko come from nowhere and... Why does it always do that? And take a big bite out of my leg. Took me right to the ground. Had no spear. Thought the gecko'd be dying on me for sure. But the spirits had other plans. Brought a final big old rock down on the gecko's head. Crushed it flat. But crushed my leg too. Actually, that's not what happened at all, my friend. I saved you. So I'd be stuck on ground without spear. Suddenly I'd be hearing something come at me from the dark. Oh, right, okay. It got closer and I saw it to be one big angry gecko. The falling rocks only made it more pissed. That's when you come in. Truly I be in your debt. That's quite the story. Seems you're very lucky to be alive. How's the leg? Not good, friend. It seems rock be stronger than my leg bone. I doubt I'll be getting up and walking out soon. Don't worry, I'm a skilled doctor. Let me have a look at your leg and I'll see what I can do. You examine the warrior's leg. It's badly ripped up and bone is showing in some parts. You skillfully snap the bone back into place, stop the bleeding, splint the leg, and set work on healing it. After about 15 minutes of agonizing work, the leg is in much better shape. Looks as if this man might even be able to walk again. Alright, that should about do it. You need a couple of days to rest before... Only a couple of days to rest before it'll fully heal. The man's bones is in like 600 pieces. And you're like, yeah, you'll be fine. Use some duct tape, you know, it'll be all good. Don't put too much pressure on it during this time and you should be fine. Holy spirits possess you, friend. I thank you. Now I be hobbling my way to the shaman. Get some good herb and heat to ease the pain. Be seeing you back at the village, friend. He just walks just fine. Look at that swagger. His friend's dead. He's just fucking all good. Oh, is that a little gecko hide there? Oh no, just a dead gecko. I loot you, buddy. Is that really insulting? You only had a knife? Man, Sulik. You're by far the coolest dude in your goddamn tribe. Like, they must be missing you. Not that there's only like six people in it total by the looks of things, but I mean, wow. You're pathetic. Alright, well, let's go tell... Oh, it's Crom, isn't it? That's his name, not Korg. Jesus, where the hell did Korg come from? That sounds terrible. Alright, well, let's go hang out with you. And I wonder if that's all we can do in the Umber Tribe village. I mean, I did see a lot more going on in the forest, so maybe not. Thank you for locating the hunters. The loss of Jerem is great, as he was a skilled warrior. He should have died on the field of battle, not by some damn cave-in. Anyway, Saren should recover fully. Thanks to you, friend. You will always be welcome here. Thanks. Take care, Crumb. Well, there you go. Now I guess we'll hang out with the boy over here again. I feel like he's going to give us a mission at some point. You're still content, huh? I don't want you to be content. I want something to go wrong so I can help you out and you can blow me. You don't seem to have anything for me to do. What about Shaman Man? See, he seems like more of a shaman, so I'm not really sure what the difference is. Thank you for helping us rescue Saren. I gave him some herbs and help him rest. Herbs to help him rest and ease his pain. Should be back up and about after a couple of days. Enjoy the weeds, Saren. Anything else I can do? Actually, yes. I suppose there is something. Healing Saren has exhausted most of my herb supply. If you could fetch 5 Xander roots and 3 broth flowers, I'd be most grateful. I'll return once I've found them for you, but why such an exact amount? Because I'm very particular about things. It's all balanced, certain numbers. Look, I don't expect you to understand, but that's just the way I am. Is that joking about fetch quest? Because funny. I need blah blah blah, no more, no less. Yeah, I'll bring them to you. Which is why there is more to be found in this place, I guess. What a boring mission to go through after rescuing the hunter, though. Well, I'll go ahead and grab all that, and I'll see you real soon.